telling jokes and having smokes, riding bikes all through the night. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian. Coffee ice no matter what. Now you know he likes it in the butt. It's a wild ride when you're being Ian, being Ian. And life is shit but you're positive. Let's find out what it's like to live a life being Ian, being Ian.
With Jordan. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Oh, are we recording? Oh. Welcome back to another episode of D&E with Jordan. I am so excited. Jordan is on the road in sunny California. So we have
Brendan Sagalow. Would you forget?
I was looking
So we have
for something to say. I was looking. I was going to say male Jordan, but that's not.
No. She's female me. How about
Start
that?
over. JK, I am so excited for our guest today. I am such a fan of this band, Ian Shelton and Will Acuna from Militarie.
Welcome to being Ian with Ian.
Yes, being Ian with Ian. Will?
You made my name sound Italian.
What is it? How do you
He's
say it?
offended. He's offended. I mean, when you, this is really gonna go sideways now.
Yes.
This is,
Yes,
yeah.
here, take a knife if you need to defend yourself.
Let's all have knives.
There's
on us.
nothing Will likes less than Italians. So this
Will! How dare you come into my neighborhood? How do you say your last name?
That's why we don't like playing New York. He
Yeah,
hates it. I love it. He hates it.
What
but
do you
there's
hate
two-
about Italians? I kind of agree, but what do you hate with Italians?
You'll find a lot of people agree.
That must be so great
I'm
about
the last defender of
That must be
Italians.
what's so great about being in hate groups, because you just go there and you go, what do you hate about them?
Yeah. What?
Well, you know.
What do you like? First of all, how do you say? Is Spanish?
Oh, it's Mexican.
Mexican. I didn't want to be the one to say it. How do you say your last name?
Acuna.
Acuna.
You put the
Acuna.
You really dig in.
ACUNA.
Well, if you're putting an Enya in there, I'm saying the Enya.
One of
okay?
my favorite moments in woke culture was so I lived in Seattle for a long time.
Oh,
And,
let's go.
And a guy we know said, he just said something like, is there something, he did the Michael Scott, is there something less offensive that you'd like to be called other than Mexican? And you're like, dude, Mexican is not an offensive term.
Why is that offensive?
It's starting to
But
become
in Washington, it makes sense because like in California, you know Mexicans, but in Seattle,
everybody's
you might
Mexican.
be a little bit, you probably only know white people.
Yeah, and there's probably no Mexicans in Seattle.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
There's
but
more
it's
Guatemalans, I would say.
Whoa, guess who's not going to Seattle now?
I love that every state has their own Spanish people. You know?
Huh?
Every state has their. Is that what the show's going to be?
We're going
Is that
so
what the
far
show's
into
gonna
race
be?
immediately.
I say something and you go, what?
No, I'm trying to get you to extrapolate. Big dog.
Well, New York has. What do we have?
Easy.
Oh, come on.
Migrants?
No.
The migrants?
What? No.
Seattle has.
It's gone sideways so fast.
Yeah.
It's fine
Sorry.
to be weird about Italians, but now we've gone too far.
So wait, what don't you like about Italians, and how can I change your mind? We need to go to Spumoni Gardens, and then we're gonna go to Arthur Avenue.
Well,
and
he
then we're
went to
gonna get
Olive Garden, and then
Oh my god!
yeah.
Oh my god!
The gnocchi was way too soggy.
Oh, no.
Pissed.
Yeah, I don't like Mexicans. I had a bad experience
At Taco Bell.
Yeah, I was gonna say the bus. No, I'm kidding. We have a guitar. If you want to play, we could just sing for the rest of the podcast.
we could do a couple screwdriver songs from here on out.
Whatchamacallit. So wait, what about Italians?
He likes Italians.
You like
He loves
Italians?
Italians.
They're my favorite
Uh,
race.
Thank you.
But
way.
you know, he just really doesn't like when people mispronounce his last name. Is very offensive to him.
You know, people have been mispronouncing my last name for my entire life.
Ian Fidance?
Yeah.
What do they call you?
Well,
Finance.
Roy at LOL
You go-
Comedy
you go-
Club used to introduce me and go, ladies and gentlemen. He was a flamboyantly gay Dominican man that always wore a pink boa. And he went, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our favorite Einan Fandante. And I'm like, Roy, I've known you for 6 years.
That's one guy though.
But
My name is mispronounced
fuck you.
all the fucking
Yeah, that's
time.
one guy, though,
Fuck
so-
you. It's one guy. Your name's Ian Fidance. It's
I know.
so easy.
I just did the version of hearing that one person ate a cat. I'm
Yeah.
like, they're eating the cats. They're eating the
Yeah.
dogs.
Everything now is like one guy does something. People are saying,
Dude.
People,
Yeah.
people are saying.
well, that's
this
what
now.
the internet is. I'm coming up with a theory about the internet right now.
Uh-huh.
Get
Right
catch
on
this,
time.
big dogs.
That needs to be your catchphrase.
Catch this, big dogs.
Catch this big dog. And then when everyone agrees with you, they laugh and go,
Yeah, we all go.
Yeah.
And when I bring up something
Oh, I
sad,
get it.
we,
It's because you're wearing a big dog.
'Cause I'm
shirt.
wearing a big dog shirt.
And tonight, when I see Military Gun play Baby's All Right, I'm bringing a gun.
His dad actually already
My
did that.
dad did that.
Shut up.
My dad brought a gun to our show. Yeah.
No way. That's
and
awesome.
He got kicked out. He's like, what do you
he
mean
got-
I can't bring a
he
gun in
got-
here?
Well, no. Okay. So it started with him trying to bring a gun in. They were like, you can't have
Oh, it
a
started
gun.
with the gun.
It started with the gun. And I believe he called the security pussies and then came back.
Dude, that's
And then-
awesome.
yeah, that's cool.
So this is the man who raised me. I met him when I was 4 years old, not my biological father.
Right.
He is much bigger than I. I am a small
Uh-huh.
human. He is a big human.
Uh-huh. You're a
So-
good sized human. Be careful how you talk. Your brain is listening.
Self-talk, self-talk.
Yeah.
Well, no matter how much I self-talk, I can't get taller. Unfortunately. that is just not gonna happen.
You and me
for
both,
You
brother.
know, like,
You go, I'm
yeah, I
tall.
can't
Yeah,
just go.
I'm tall. I'm not bald. I'm not bald.
Yeah.
My dick works.
Skinny,
My dick
skinny,
works.
skinny, skinny.
And-
Not
you-
gay, not gay,
You
not
didn't
gay.
eat a pint of ice cream and a chopped cheese last night at 4 a.m. while watching the new murder doc on HBO. Oopsies.
So my dad then we start playing, and I slowly see him working his way through the crowd to the stage.
With the gun.
No, the gun.
He's walking through this. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse
Pardon
me.
me. Pardon me. Dad
gun
is a
is-
singer here.
The gun is in the car at this point, but I see him.
What a
work-
pussy.
I see it work, and he's like this, like he's like trying to get my attention. I'm like, I fucking see you. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, stop advancing. Stop advancing. And he's working his way through the crowd, and he works his way through the pit, and I'm like, no, because he's a big guy with a big temper.
Yeah.
So I was like, someone stage dives on him, and
Yeah,
he's
of
gonna
course.
start swinging.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen him get in fist fights before. I know.
Yes.
And then he gets all the way to the stage, and it just like is looking for my acknowledgement. This is the first song. I don't see him the rest of the set, and apparently moments later he got kicked out of the show because he just got into some fucking thing with security about him having a cup of ice. I don't know. It was all
A cup
stupid.
of ice.
It was
No,
all
he was
stupid.
trying to call ice.
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the kitchen staff of the
He
venue.
did not like what was going on. He did not like what was going on in there.
Not a fan of Guatemalans.
Yeah. Got tattoos that look like this, but they're all
Oh,
American flags, you know?
Dude, yeah. Your dad would love big dogs.
Yeah, he always got it.
You
And that'll
are-
be the last time I bring this up.
Please keep doing it.
No.
I love it. Your new name is Big Dog.
we start talking about something sad.
You just see me get a red rocket. Like, hello.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't like that.
What? When dogs get hard on?
I just don't like any of what's going on here.
Sorry. Go back to your groundbreaking story. A guy got kicked out of a punk show. Whoa!
My dad will bring a gun to this podcast. I'll tell you that much right
I'll
now.
bring a comb and a knife.
Well, comb knife is
Your
sick.
dad would murder me, probably.
Oh, you're dead. Dude. You're fucked. You're fucked with the fist or the gun or the knife,
Yes.
whatever. He's got you.
Oh, I love it. I would love to get just murdered by an angry father one day.
We
Like
can make
an
that
all
happen. I think we can make that happen.
Mm.
For the Patreon?
Get murdered by a dad.
Patreon exclusive.
Patreon.com/BDMpod. If you're a dad or have one out there,
Yeah, bring them in. Have them all attempt to murder Ian.
can he adopt me first? I really would like an alive father.
Oh,
I can see a dad beating me to death by me just being like, "Can you be my real dad?" He's like, "Shut the fuck up."
There's nothing a dad's like less than that.
Oh yeah,
That's what Dave Grohl's going through right now. I think.
oh, right.
that's right. Yeah. Why did he make that announcement? That was
He had to have been
wild.
blackmailed.
Yeah, why would? Oh,
There had to.
so?
Have, she
It just had to
probably.
be the yeah, he's trying to get out in front of it.
She probably was going to be like, "I'm going to tell everyone." He was like, "Don't." She was like, "Well."
yeah, but if but now it's like, I dare you. Like, who's gonna believe you? That's what I would say. I would go, who's gonna
What, you
believe
sound
you?
evil.
I
Yeah,
know.
really. What the hell's a big dog? No. Big dog. No.
You sound like a real piece
Somebody
of shit.
muzzle this dog.
If someone said that child was mine, I'd be like, bitch, who's gonna believe you?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm Dave
me
Grohl,
personally.
bitch.
Everyone's gonna believe that like the biggest rock star in the world had a child.
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not like, you know.
Especially when it comes out with a goatee and tribal tattoos. You know.
Right. Right.
The singing voice on this child sounds pretty familiar.
Yeah,
I got another confession to make.
Is that Foo Fighters?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Is
What
it?
song know much about Foo
The
Fighters?
best, the best,
Yeah.
the best. I know Foo Fighters.
That song is a banger.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Damn.
Do another one that you think I won't know.
There goes
My man. Oh, wasn't
Yeah.
that song about Kurt Cobain?
No, not
No.
it's about the everyman. Was what he said.
My Hero?
Yeah, it's
Really?
about, and so he said he hates when people apply it to like specific like things because
Right.
it's about like
Really?
normal people.
Because I remember when I listened to it in my head, I was like, I bet that's
Well,
about
everyone
Kurt.
goes. Well, I don't
What
think
a
he's
dick.
ever
Everybody
confirmed
does, yeah.
that any songs.
I thought it was about Courtney Love.
My
It
Hero?
was definitely
No,
something
it
about
was called
Courtney
My
Love.
Hero, not my murderer of my best friend.
Right.
Foo Fighters has a
Clip
career now.
that up.
Yeah. Clip that chat.
I love Nirvana so much. My all-time favorite band. Dave Grohl goes to the beach I used to go to when I was younger. Never met him, but I heard he's really nice when people stop to take pictures.
When we played Coachella, someone was like, "Did you just see Dave Grohl?" And I was like, "What? Where?" And he went in to watch the Aquabats.
No way!
Yeah,
Wow,
he was
that's awesome.
And so-
you know what I could describe that as? Super rad. Go ahead.
And so I was like, I gotta go. I'm gonna go stand. I have to go stand next to Dave Grohl. And so I go, and this is why I can't say this right now, but why I think Dave Grohl's also cool is I went side stage and tried to be like, "Where's Dave Grohl?"
Yeah.
Dave Grohl was not side stage. He was in the crowd.
Yes!
Whoa, that's
yes,
awesome.
that's the coolest. I
Yeah.
love that so much.
He was just there vibing,
It is-
watching the Aquabats.
It's so funny when you're like with someone that's like, I don't know about hero, but someone you're like, oh fuck, that's Dave Grohl, and you're like watching something, but you're really just watching them watch it. You know what I mean? Like I went to this was a couple of years ago when the Stand Comedy Club was on 2nd Avenue, the first one.
3rd Avenue, but go ahead.
Fuck you.
Let's get real local. What were the cross
I go,
streets?
yeah, and everyone who worked there, social security numbers were, and I sat at a table with Mac Miller
Oh.
and watched a
Oh,
comedy
he's like your
show.
hero.
He's not my hero,
He
but
just does merch. I don't know what the.
but I watched the whole fucking comedy show
Did
with
you say
Mac
anything
Miller.
to him?
No, but we were having like a thing where we were like laughing with each other, where it's like you'd ha 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 ha. It was more me going ha ha ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
No,
Right?
but that's a good moment. That's a
Huh?
good moment.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow. I saw little Stevie Van Zandt walking down the street the other day, Sil from Sopranos.
I saw him.
Dude, he was in the West Village.
I did Friedland's Adam Friedland's show, and I right in front of their fucking studio was him in his Bentley. He had this amazing fucking Bentley with like this little King Chevalier dog just running through
Oh.
it, and he was just sitting
Did
there.
you say
He had the
anything
fucking
to him?
no.
I
Did he
said
look
so.
like a pirate?
He was wearing the
Always.
fucking pirate thing.
Always.
Yeah, so
He
sick.
was pirating it up down West 3rd and McDougal the other night. And I don't know why I panicked, but I didn't. I went, "Thank you for everything. Can I have a picture?" And he just laughed at me and walked away.
Oh yeah.
He went
And
everything.
I was like, "That's so good on you. Good. You should not have acknowledged me. Saying, thank you for everything." Like,
God,
what
that's
a
so
fucking-
embarrassing. When I start,
He
like,
goes, name one thing.
And
yeah,
I'm
he
just
goes
like,
everything, huh? Go ahead. You go Sopranos, of course. You whip out the first thing.
I liked-
Sopranos.
I liked what was his thing on Sirius? It was like Little Stevie's Garage or whatever.
I don't know. I don't listen to Sirius keeps calling me because I got a car and they're like, you have a free trial and they want me to sign up. So they won't. I'm getting hounded by Sirius XM currently
Oh,
every day.
dude,
they're
You should
calling
do
me.
it. I did that with my car. It's pretty.
Well,
rad.
I want to do it, but I'm not
On
around
your
for the
turn.
trial.
Oh, right. right.
The trial, I'm on tour. So I was like,
yeah.
I literally was on the phone. I was like, could I start the trial in 3 months when I'm home? And they're like, trial's already started. And I was like, well, I'm never going to listen to Sirius XM then.
Right.
they should hold off on your trial.
That's what I wanted. And they won't let me.
Criminals.
I got the guy's number at Sirius. Should we ambush him right now?
Who? Paul?
Jack Vaughn.
Oh.
Listen
Is that
up,
the
Jack.
head?
Yeah.
Well.
From Sirius XM?
Mm-hmm. I used to have a radio show on there
Oh.
during the pandemic, and then
On
It-
Faction Punk?
no, I wish, but
No one
it was
listens to
on-
it. So
No, well, no one listened to mine.
oh.
That's why they got rid of me.
They would have done really, you would have done really well on Faction. then.
Nobody listened at all.
What
I
on
think, like,
what on
7
Raw Dog?
Yeah, remember the show I had? It was called
Oh,
Ian's
yeah.
Infinite Playlist.
Yeah. it
And
was
I
good-
would ask
good
you
show.
to give me 3 bands
Okay,
you
Nick
like,
and Nora.
and I would, yes.
Dude, I love that movie.
It's
I
such
actually
a good
love
movie.
that movie. And the soundtrack to that movie is fucking
It's
rad.
infinite.
That was
It's
the
infinite.
point of the show. I would take 3 bands you liked, and I would make a mix based on the bands I think you would like, and then I'd play a song for you at the end that you'd never heard to get your opinion on. And we talk about your 3 favorite bands.
Mm.
Can you see why I went nowhere?
Yeah. This sounds really niche and not like you could
Right.
consistently
It
hear
was
the
a
same
pandemic.
style of
We all
music.
can't start amazing fucking bands called Military Gun and be like weirdly prolific in like a 3-year period,
Some
asshole.
have tried.
Okay.
Some have tried. Most have
Some of
failed.
us just make a serious show with the
Yeah.
first thought they have.
Yeah.
Take the name
You
from
go,
a movie.
you
they
go,
like.
it was called Ian asked people what their favorite color is. I have you on. I ask you what your favorite color
I
is.
hear you're a blue guy, huh?
Everyone was like, how'd you get into punk music?
yeah. Same thing. Dude, these little things get stuck in my head, and I will walk around doing your ooh.
Hell yeah.
It is the fucking best.
I have that with
That's
I have that with certain like stand-up comedians, like certain like bits like from specials that are pretty famous that I'll just walk around and I'll just say. Like Louis had that joke about the dog, like the guy that's walking his dog and he had a phone and the leash was going like that. And I'll just walk around. I'll be like doing the dishes and go, "Oh, it's like a dog phone." Like I'll just say that. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Acuna.
Acuna.
no,
I'm still getting mail from someone named Emmanuel Acuna.
Really?
Oh, that's his
Yeah,
cousin.
I still.
I was
I'm
just gonna say, yeah. Wow, great Ians think alike. No, I love songs. Dude, Warren Zevon is a big
I'm gonna hold the fucking knife.
Like,
Like
I
this.
love-
Yeah.
I love
Well,
shit like that.
It's what's funny is I don't feel like I have any ownership over the ooh thing because I just view it as traditional to rock and roll music. Like,
right.
like if you listen to like the Beatles, there's a song on Let It Be where it is ooh. Yeah, like Paul hits an ooh on the song.
Yes,
you know,
yes. On what song
I
is
don't
that?
remember which song.
Fuck,
it is,
I have it on the tip of my
to
tongue.
me, it's like just like
It
an
is, yeah.
accented sound is
but you have
traditional.
you
of rock.
personalize it.
Yeah, you did it twice.
I did it twice, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, but
not
it's
original.
like on like Reality Unfolds when on the demo, Justice goes like ooh, and then on the Big Kiss Goodnight, it's like ah,
Yeah.
and you do a ooh,
Yeah.
and it's different.
Yeah.
Give yourself some credit.
Thank
It's
you,
a
thank you.
different ooh.
It is and it isn't, you know.
Yeah. Well, it gets stuck in
If you
my
listen
head.
to death metal, ooh, all the time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I got
Cookie
my-
Monster, kind of like.
My grandmom ripped up my Cannibal Corpse vial
Really?
CD when I was in 6th grade, and she threw out my Howard Stern's Private Parts and made me go see a priest because she thought I was being overtaken by the devil.
Oh my god!
My parents thought I was gay because at one dinner,
They saw your outfit.
yeah, at one dinner,
Dude, you should have something
As
like
a
that.
punchline.
Every time you do a
Yeah,
joke,
that
you
could
go,
be your new thing.
That'll be my thing.
I'm gonna do stand up now, and you'll know the jokes are over when I hit the
Do it.
you go, and that's why my wife is pregnant. Ooh, 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 ooh. I brought my parents.
Ooh, yay, hey. That's
One time I brought my parents The Chronic and Sum 41's All Killer No Filler.
amazing.
And my
Great
parents were
album,
like, I no to The Chronic, no to All Killer No Filler. But they were not into it.
Really?
My mom found
Yeah.
my NoFX War on Arism CD and just shattered it.
Really?
Yeah, she opened it up and read the lyrics and we're like, this is bullshit, and just broke it apart.
Oh, dude, my
Jeez.
mom did that with my White Zombie CD, Astro Creep.
So you can tell
Because-
the age gap here.
Yeah. Well, she didn't read the lyrics. I lit a match in the house when she wasn't home, and I thought I wouldn't get caught. And then she came
That was the
home.
crime. Was just a match.
Bro.
Ian's just sitting there.
He's like, yes.
He goes, this feels good.
All right, well, I'll tell you what I did. I lit a match, and then to get rid of the smell, I sprayed mace. And then, Jesus. And then
So what the story sounded like she could smell the match. She could smell the mace.
she smelled a lot of smells coming from her house.
She's
It
like,
didn't exist.
She's
She's
got
like,
mace in her eyes and she's crying. And you're like, Mom,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
cry. It was
Yeah.
just a match.
Yeah, and then the cat was just on a knife. I was like, I'm sorry. That wasn't funny. Why did I say that? I don't know. I saw the knife and tried to punch it up.
Yeah,
It wasn't
welcome to my
good.
fucking life.
It was, what, sucking? And so dude, the next day at school, my mom made me go see the guidance counselor. I'll never forget. He sits me down and he goes, so Ian, lighting matches now, are we? Huh? It's a dangerous
in New
path.
York. Like
And
in
I'm
New
like,
York, matches
no.
are like huge problem.
No,
Like,
this
very
is
scarce?
Delaware.
Oh,
yes, matches are like in Wilmington, Delaware. It's like, this is terrible, But I just was waiting for him to be like, I've seen it happen before. First thing you're lighting matches and you're blowing the soccer team for Oxy. Okay. You don't want it to happen. Stop it now.
The match to Oxy Pipeline.
Yeah. And then she took my White Zombie CD, broke that. My
Breaking it is so just
well, my grandma
dramatic.
also
Very.
found I had a folder with
Oh no.
I think it was like Space Jam or something. It was like a Space Jam folder, but on the inside was printed out lyrics to Korn. So all their lyrics, and they had a song called Cunt. And the lyrics are just like SH cunt bitch, blah, blah. And so my family thought I was like infected by devils. And they tried to have an exorcism with me. They brought
What?
they brought these Jamaican Baptist women to my grandparents' house and they prayed over me. And it wasn't working, but I felt bad. So I just started to be like,
No fucking way. So they're
I
like,
swear to
it's
God.
working. Oh, boy's got the devil in him. Oh, that boy's got some demon things.
Yeah. Literally, they go, it's working. And they start chanting louder. They're like,
They're doing reggaeton.
Dude, religion is sick.
It's
so
crazy.
sick.
It's so cool.
It's crazy.
So
Yeah.
sick. We got a boy with a demon ding a ding ding.
Yeah,
Ding
and
a
it's just
ding.
me like listening to Korn, Adidas
Dude, that's-
all day
No,
long.
well, yeah, you should have done the yeah, you should have done that
Oh,
should
yeah.
have been the exorcism sounds.
I
as
should have just
you-
been like, twist, twist.
It's so funny, man. Like every time I think I got you pinpointed, you say another fucked up thing that happened to you that I never even knew about.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah, having those women pray over me was insane.
Yeah, man, you're fucked up.
And then we
Yeah.
all had like oxtail for dinner. It was fucking great.
Sounds like a great day.
Yeah. Wait, why'd
That
your dad
sounds
think you were
awesome.
gay?
So it was like dinner. I had the grandparents over, and everyone's trying to engage me as a youth, talk to me.
Yeah.
What music are you liking these days? And I was like, well, the Circle Jerks, the Buzzcocks. I swear, and it was like just the shit I had been listening to. But I was like, they're like, huh. Circle Jerks really stuck with them as
Circle
far
Jerks is-
as like.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah, I
great
like the
name.
circle
Yeah, I
jerks.
really love their
Butthole
album group
servers.
set, you
I
know?
love the circle jerks, the buzzcocks. The every time I have sex with a woman, I think it's a man band.
Right.
You know,
really like Limp Wrist, Black Flag.
yeah. The
At one
Queers.
point, at one point,
Lockjaw.
the gay cover band thing, I really did like.
What was that?
Like Youth to Gay, Black Fag, like
Oh yeah.
Gay Rilla Biscuits.
Yeah.
That's a stretch. That one.
They're all real bands. These are all real bands.
Yeah. Was the Queers weren't?
No,
They were just a
They were
band
just
called
a band.
Queers, yeah. Pansy Division
great
was
band though.
Yeah.
Cruise.
Wait, so
Queers.
these were
Day late and a dollar short.
These were like
Lookout
cover
Records.
bands, like they would do covers, but they were
Yeah, they do the gay
That's
the
awesome.
gay version of
of like Limp
lyrics
Bizkit
from,
songs.
No, of
Punk songs.
punk
Hardcore
songs.
songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
So what
Like the
was
gay
it was
Gorilla
Gay
Biscuits.
Gorilla
Like you got a
Biscuits was
big
like,
dick. Like
You got a big
Put it in
dick.
my
Let me
mouth.
suck it.
Yeah.
You got a
Suck
big dick,
today.
sucker. Suck today. New gay erection. That's,
new gay erection.
I mean, it was already
literally
kind of
look up
gay
the-
with the trumpet, you know. Fuck you, Civ.
whoa,
I love
whoa.
Civ.
Hey,
He's done
man.
the podcast, friend of the
Okay,
show.
okay, okay. I was like,
Joking.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey.
He's the best. I love Civ.
Okay.
He's-
Walter's
All
our
right.
boy, so
Don't-
just
don't
Walter's
protest
great
too
too.
much.
fucking-
I love Walter. I love Civ. Dude, I forget who. Someone was telling me a story. They like were on tour with they were on tour with Tenacious D, and they were like in the green room, and Kyle Gass was like, "Hey, you guys got some grass? You want to smoke?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'll smoke a blunt with Kyle Gass." So they all smoke, and he leaves. And then they go up to Jack Black, like, "Hey, do you want to smoke a joint?" He goes, "Yeah, but do me a favor. Don't give this to Kyle. He just got out of rehab for weed." And they were like,
no.
"Oh yeah, man, no problem."
Oh my
And then
god.
they just like our side stage, and the like one of the opening bands is on, and Kyle's just dipping his hand in like vegetable and sour cream, just like so highly eating it. They're like, "Oh no."
Rest in peace to Tenacious D.
Yeah.
They're gonna get back together.
Jack Black sold his boy out.
Right?
That's fucking crazy.
Threw him under the bus.
Well, we don't know.
Became kind of a weirdo, to be honest.
Who?
Jack Black, it seems like.
Yeah.
When
I
you're
haven't
that-
been
Wait,
following
he's that
him.
famous, man. He's got to
Wait,
Yeah, but also
that's-
when you got to back your boy you've been in a band
Yeah,
with
of course.
for like the past 30 years. And when you're that famous, you're not going to lose anything. It was a bit of a knee jerk.
I think that Borderlands
Off.
flops because of it. You know? 'Cause
Yeah.
Tenacious D.
Kyle
broke
Gass
out,
caused
yeah.
it to flop.
Yeah.
What flops?
Borderlands.
Borderlands.
What's that?
It's a video game movie.
Shitty movie.
Yeah, exactly. See, flopped. I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
Hmm?
$150 million budget, $30 million return.
Oh wow, that's
Ooh.
bad.
Yeah, one of the biggest flops.
Oh my god.
What would you do if you and I, Jordan and I have a handshake? We have an agreement. If she goes down, I go down. If I go down, she
Yeah,
goes
of
down.
course. You go down with your
Yeah.
boys. You can't throw your shit. But we also don't know what happened. Like we don't know what's going on with them. We don't know. No one really knows what the fuck.
Mm.
Maybe they were said. Maybe they're like, I don't want to do this anymore. And they're like, fuck it. Let's just not do
Didn't
it
it,
anymore.
it canceled the rest of the tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
one of
no.
them, one
I
of
don't
them
know.
has
I'm
a lot less money than the
Wow.
other. So
Right, he
it's
just
a
more
little-
like big dog brain over here. This guy's a retard.
Yeah, no. When you're
I don't know why that one hit.
What's that?
I don't know why that one hit.
Finally the gas leak's getting to us. Yeah, I don't know. If you're like that rich, then what do you have to really to worry about? Like,
I don't know, but I will say Tropic Thunder is one of the greatest movies of all time. I was
Oh,
watching that
definitely.
again
Oh,
the
yeah.
other day. Dude, when Jack Black is strung up against a tree. and-
strung out like
yeah. He's like, Fatty's Ford's coming down the pipeline. I got a big roll for you, just untie me.
I love when people rediscover Tropic Thunder every couple months and get angry again.
Oh, dude. They're like, well, Iron Man is blackface. What is
Have you heard? So there's a movie that Jamie Foxx apparently has directed where Robert Downey Jr. plays a Mexican.
Really?
oh
but
yeah,
it's just being held.
yeah.
Like it's finished.
No way.
Yeah.
But they're like, we have to wait till the right time to release it. So I wonder how much money they spent on that movie, like for it to just be held. But
Wow.
they're like, we can't do it again.
I
We're
wonder
gonna
what
get
the
in trouble.
plot of that is. And also, I think they should just take Robert Downey Jr. through Epcot and just be like, be this country person, be this person. Just spin a reel and make him a
Well, they
wheel and
kind of
make him
just did
be.
that with the show, but he plays all white guys in the show. The interpreter or something like that. He plays a bunch of different guys. Or
Hmm.
the posters like him is like 6 different guys.
I don't know, but having people find out about that is hilarious. The same way when people find out about Eminem and they're like,
What about him?
this guy's lyrics are really
Oh
bad.
yeah, they
Oh,
discover
right.
Kill You.
Well, that
after
was
all
one
this
of
time.
those. I was going to mention that during the conversation, but it like passed. But another album that my mom bought for my birthday was the Marshall Mathers LP, censored. Was listened to it on the ride to my house to when everybody was celebrating my birthday. Went back to Best Buy and returned it.
Whoa,
Censored
Wow.
version.
You can return an open CD. Back
If
then,
your
you
mom's
couldn't
mad
rip
enough.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember when
If your
my-
mom's mad in Long Island enough, you can
Yeah.
Well, it's like brand new. I guess they could be like, can you just, I don't know. I didn't
What-
question it.
MyBookie is here to say this football season, stop being a baby. Play some bets on the game already with MyBookie. Couldn't be easier. Weekly risk-free boosts. Even if you've never bet on anything in your life, you can definitely handle it. If you're not a huge football fan, you can still get in on the fun. MyBookie has tons of games you can play, like blackjack and European roulette. I have begun to play blackjack, and I'm getting better, and I'm making money, and it's risk-free because when you click the link, you're ready to get started. In the show notes, click the link, sign up, and you're ready to bet. Use promo code SKA to claim a bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with code SKA before you even place a bet. MyBookie Plus is the lock of the century. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime, and make your season a winning season. Do it. Bye-bye.
When my mom bought me Devil Without a Cause by Kid Rock, the uncensored
Yes.
version, which my mom would bounce between not caring and caring depending on where her alcoholism was at the
Right.
time.
Right.
And we were checking out at the counter, and I had the CD. So it's like, like me peeking up. I was probably like third grade,
Yeah.
and I was like peeking up over the thing, and they're like, she's like, all right, put your thing, and I like put the Kid Rock CD on the counter, and the person at the counter went, "Are you sure?" And my mom's like, "What the fuck did you just say?" Like so upset, like
Yeah.
was
of
ready to
course.
fight this person for asking if that it was okay to
Of
buy
course.
me this
Why,
CD.
why even do that? That shit.
What a
you should
narc.
get fired for that
Yeah,
shit.
I was like, yeah, you're trying to give
Dude,
me the
that's probably
censored
like a
version of this shit.
teenager.
You fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
asshole.
Fuck you.
What a piece of shit.
What a dick. I went away to Camp Tioga sleepaway camp when I was in 7th grade.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was really homesick. I was like
Mhm.
crying all the time. And
yeah, didn't they make a movie about that? Heavyweights?
yeah.
Acuna!
Why'd you say his
better
name
than fucking
after that?
gay
What?
conversion
Why'd you say
camp?
his name after that?
Oh,
We know. No, I'm kidding.
you know what?
No, go.
Hey, let's get out of here, you guys. No, but I went to summer camp, and my parents were really big on not giving me the uncensored version, and I was so homesick. And the camp costed like a couple grand, so they were like, "Don't come home. We can't have. Please don't come home." And I'm like, "The only way I'm not coming home is if you get me Ludacris's word of mouth,
So sick.
and I need it to be uncensored." And they're like, "All right." And like you're
It's a good play.
It
That's
is a good
so
play.
smart.
It is a good play. And dude, the tracks are
and they
like
need it to be
move,
uncensored.
bitch, and like just it was like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole.
yeah.
They were like, "Oh God!" And then they sent it to me, and guess what I did? Still went home.
Oh man, kids are pieces of
Kids
shit.
are
That's crazy.
pieces
I know.
of shit.
I know. Dude, my cousins, I'll never forget. They got me. They weren't blood. They were like, when your parents are best friends with someone, so they're like your aunt and uncle,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
their
yeah.
kids are your cousins.
Yeah.
I
When they
was
get in a fight, you never see them again.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, out of a lot
my
of
life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just have a fractured family.
Yeah, you're like, where
what,
happened to the?
what happened to Andy
They're not-
and Dean?
Right.
Yeah.
We don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
You go. Okay, that's not
you
gonna affect
fucked up.
me. Yeah.
Okay,
It
cool.
does
Right,
now.
right.
I can't
yeah.
wait for that to really fuck me up.
Yeah. So I was at their house, and I'll never forget. We listened to Flaming Lips, Jelly, or she don't use jelly. It's called Vaseline. Yeah. We listened to Vaseline, then we listened to Weezer, and then they go, "You got to hear this." And they put on Adam Sandler, "What the Hell Happened to Me," and it changed my life. And they put on
Ruined your life.
their
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
It's
yeah.
the reason I'm here.
It's funny.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
say it changed my life. Never really.
Yeah, I didn't really think of it
could
that
ruin
way.
it. No,
but
ruined it.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah. I should have a family.
You had a bright future.
I shouldn't be in a basement, decorated in the basement I was clearly molested in. I should have children and a family. I went to school to be a teacher, but this album changed my life.
Yeah.
And I wasn't molested. Anyway, so we all were. I listened to They're All Gonna Laugh at You, right? And so, did you guys listen to his albums growing up?
Is that the one with you gotta wash the cock and balls?
Yes.
A friend had one CD, but I didn't listen. I just was a big fan of the movies more than this.
Dude, it was the best, but they would go like sketch track, song, sketch track, song. So he only played the songs for me. So I heard the songs. I was like, this is so funny. So I go, Mom, can I please get this tape? And she was like, if you do XYZ, I'll take you to the store and we'll get you a tape. And I was like, okay. So she gets me, they're all going to laugh at you. And I didn't know that it had these sketches. And the first sketch is assistant principal's big day. And the conceit is that the principal isn't there. So assistant principal is taking over and he's making the announcements. He's like, I am in charge today. And first order of business, the boys gymnastics team shower will be moved to my office. And I advise you to shower and do not stop, even if you look over and see me masturbating. Second order of business.
Things used to be so much more lowbrow.
Dude, it was like, I need the girls volleyball team to shove a shampoo bottle up my ass. And my mom, dude, we're driving home and she's like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'll never forget. She took the tape out and threw it out the truck window. So I had to go back to the store and steal it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
What do you mean lowbrow? That's fucking.
Don't take it like that, because
No,
lowbrow
no.
could be. There is like
No, take it exactly. No,
okay,
I mean
take it
the
like
way
that. Okay,
It's lowbrow.
yeah, it sucked, right, you guys?
Is
If you like that, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, well, guess what? Me. Okay? 'Cause I love it. Dude, that was like, yeah, sure, lowbrow. But there were other ones that was very fun, like The Excited Southerner
Okay.
applies for college and Conan O'Brien's The Dean.
I never had CDs. I just would watch Comedy Central Presents, or just Comedy Central all the time. So that was like stand-up, but Adam Sandler wasn't on
No.
Comedy Central.
Mm-mm.
So it was like, probably didn't even know, besides like the Hanukkah song, I probably didn't
Dude,
know.
I was raised on.
He
I
did
remember
stand
hearing
up.
a lot of his songs when I was younger. I can't remember him now, but I did hear quite.
I
a bit
was
of the
raised
songs.
on Adam Sandler songs and sketches, The Jerky Boys, and then like Dirty Work.
Mm.
That was like right in my wheelhouse of
Right.
like four and Blink 182.
Yeah.
You know,
So
like
just
those-
guys that are like balls and shit
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fucking cock.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see?
sorry, we didn't listen to the Bugs cock prank gay album.
Yeah, sorry we didn't listen to Beethoven's stand-up special over here.
He's got it.
Come on, don't do that.
I
You
got
laughed.
you, I got you.
You laughed. I'm gonna start sitting like this. I'm gonna say a joke and I'm gonna go, right, Ian?
You're the funniest. No one's funnier. Beethoven stand-up special. End on a high note. Okay.
Did you see Sandler's new special?
Yeah,
You
I
No,
watched
watched
I've
it.
been
It's
waiting to
so
watch it.
Good, man.
I've been waiting to watch it.
He's 2 for 2.
His last one was so good.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that the one he sat at the piano a lot of the time?
This
He
one's, like,
has
really
a guy
chaotic
that's
and
playing
stuff.
piano.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one's supposed to
I
be.
was curious if like Josh Safdie would like what the because he gets interrupted a lot. I won't say a lot. but
Yeah.
I wonder what he's in on, because I feel like as a good piece of directing it would be like, just so you know, we're gonna
Right.
fuck with you while it's happening.
Right.
And like, because it seems very organic, and like he actually is on his. It feels like he's on his heels for a little bit of it, and
Yeah.
it makes it that much better.
yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Like
Yeah.
I wonder if the TV screens are actually supposed
That's
to
what
work.
yeah, or the dog. Like maybe they
The
just
dog,
put
Man,
the
I wanna
dog
see
out.
it. I'm
It's
such
awesome,
a
yeah.
like Sandman
The Sandman.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
I defend everything of his.
I've watched it twice.
Always.
Actually. I rewatched
still like his
specials a lot.
I like his Netflix movies even.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like
The
I love
Howie
everything
Halloween,
he's
not
done.
too bad.
Hubie Halloween
Hubie
is
Halloween. I was like,
amazing,
this is
yeah.
pretty good.
I saw Jack and Jill in theaters twice.
I was about to
Art.
ask if
Well,
Will
Jack
was a
and
big
the
Jack and
Cobbler.
Jill fan.
Let me tell you, Jack and Jill, nobody believes me. Incredible slapstick comedy. It's a classic slapstick comedy. If you get a chance, rewatch Jack and Jill. Take it for what
Right.
it
It's been a
is.
minute.
It's a silly, stupid. It is so funny. So funny.
I tried
and,
to-
and his movies are so funny and they have these heartfelt moments. I think he is such a well-rounded example of what like a comic comedian person should be.
I tried to do a bit about That's My Boy on stage.
Really?
Love that movie.
I
That's
like,
a great movie too.
yeah.
So
Like,
good.
Because it's not even fucking a great story.
Dude,
But on stage, I was like, "Have you guys seen That's My Boy?" And I was like, "It's a movie that's like, what if pedophilia was sick?" Because that's kind of the conceit of the movie is that like Adam Sandler.
That was a great delivery right there.
He's like, because it's like, he's like
Yeah.
a fucking bro that screws his teacher, and you're like, that's what the movie
Yeah.
is the result of.
Totally.
And
How'd everyone take it?
no laughs. It was pretty bad.
How'd you recover from that? Speaking of being on your heels.
See,
that's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what we
you
have,
guys get to
what
just
we
go-
do,
Yeah.
what we do is I just get to move on. I feel bad for my band members because I'll go
I'll
off.
just start making noise.
Yeah, I just like I'll really start.
You're just DJing to no one.
I start following a thread and I'll talk for a while. Sometimes it has to be the right night, but especially if
that's
I'm drinking,
great.
then I'm like,
Oh yeah.
then
Well, that's
If you're
why
drinking,
those-
you'll really lay into someone if you latch
oh
on to them.
yeah.
Those-
Oh, yeah.
That's why like those Blink guys have it like down pat, where it's like they just say something and you just have to go.
Yeah.
Like you just have Travis play something.
They have a crazy rhythm with it.
Yeah.
I saw it was one of the worst shows I ever saw. It was Aquabats were there. They were great, but they played for like an hour and 15 minutes. And I was
way
like,
too much Aquabats. When I
lot of
turn on Aquabats, I get through 3 songs and I go, I'm good for another year.
Right.
At least.
Shark
Right.
Fighter, Super Rad, and Super Rad Reprise. You know. But I saw them, Less Than Jake, and Bowling for Soup. And it was
Rough.
God, I love ska. I'll never turn my back on it, but man, did this show, it was fucking-
Less Than Jake, I think, is the best of the 3.
bro,
in there.
they just phoned it in. It was just like,
Imagine having to play those songs for 20 years.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Imagine
Yeah.
keeping dreads for that long.
Yeah.
yeah. And your name's Roger.
I'm
but-
seeing Bowling for Soup on Sunday.
Really? Where
Yeah.
at?
Irving Plaza, I think.
Who are they playing with?
I
Are
don't
they
know.
headlining?
Yeah, they're headlining.
Good for them that they could do it.
Dude,
Good
Yeah.
for them.
It was so funny though, because they had like a joke off and they were like the worst, like long-winded street jokes. But I was laughing so hard, imagining like, okay, Matt, what's your joke? And he's like, a black, a Jew, and a priest walking to it. And everyone's like, no, you know, because all the other ones were like, what does a girl say to a boo-boo? And everyone's like,
They were just doing like
"Hee."
bar jokes.
Yeah, they were like simple, like kid.
This is the
jokes,
Aquabats?
No. This is Bowling for Soup.
Oh, Bowling
But
for
I
Soup.
just thought it'd be so funny for one of them to just mask off, be like,
Yeah, it'd be
here's
like,
the most offensive joke. of
3
all time."
N-words walk into a Jew place.
Yeah.
Which band has that bit where he starts to tell an offensive joke in the guitar?
Oh,
principal?
1975.
1975, yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
really? Oh, that's great.
He goes,
It's a
yeah,
pretty
he'll
good
just
bit.
start it and then they'll start like the songs.
Shout out Maddie, fan of the show.
He is?
Yeah.
Wow.
I fucking love the 1975.
They're fucking great, dude.
Matt, if you're watching this, hit me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit
Maddie,
Let's go.
hit Ian up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is being Ian with Ian. Thank you
It's
for
being
watching.
Ian with Ian.
Thank you for being a fan of the show. It's a
you for
pretty
being
good
a fan of
show
the
that we're
military.
doing here. Yeah.
Yes. 1975. Shout out. I'm trying to think of any band whose banter made me be like, yeah.
Self-defense family. So Patrick Kinlan.
Patrick's great.
like,
I was gonna say Drug Church.
He was Drug Church. He does like this like weird hype man, like that's really fake for him thing that I don't enjoy. Self-defense. He's like a human being on stage, and it's awesome.
What was the Hitler bit? And he
Friend
did
of the
in-
show too. Shout out Patrick.
So I played drums for Self-Defense Family for a while, and he like every night I never knew if we'd be in trouble the next day.
Oh,
you
that's
know,
great.
like that. It was really fun to be a part of because everything was so boring at the time, and
Yeah.
and it just was like, yeah, I don't know. Pat could really like we could make news tomorrow by Pat pissing someone off. And yeah, we were in Germany for a long time, and none of his speeches went well because of the language barrier.
Right.
And Germans suck.
And Germans-
and they just don't get comedy
And
at all.
then
yeah,
we get
dude, Germans don't get music either.
they
what
don't
do
get,
they
yeah,
get?
they don't. They're not very smart.
Uh,
So we get to the UK and Pat is like elated because people speak English and do comedy there. And
It is relieving.
yeah, when you
course.
cross
I
back
bet.
into the UK, you're like, oh, thank God, human beings.
Someplace
When
almost
you
as
get
good
to
as
the
America.
border, they're like,
Yeah.
"Can I tell you a joke?" You're like, "Oh, thank God."
No
Uh,
more animatronic assholes.
and
just-
and
I thought
literally,
that did.
Pat does a Hitler impression on stage. He's like, He's like, "Do you guys want to see my Michael Caine?" And then he does a terrible Michael Caine. It's not even close. And then he goes, "What about this one?" And he starts speaking like fake German, really loud and stomping, but not doing any hand stuff. And I was like, "Wow, I'm sitting right behind a man doing a Hitler impression right now."
Leaving Germany like he was inspired.
So you could help and just do a rim shot after everything. Like, jokes, tis. Tis.
But then you're participating, you know. It's like,
I know.
Right.
But it was, Patrick. So I did not like Self-Defense Family. And then I went to see them live, and part of it, the appeal was, it was before I knew him or anything else. And I became a huge fan because of him. Like he was the appeal of the band. So that's one of the rare.
He's such a fun guy to talk to.
Yeah.
He's like so interesting. And he was also like an amazing comic book writer and everything. It's really cool.
It's the best.
Drug Church did, well, they didn't do, but they were kind enough to give me licensing to Myopic, their song for the end of my special.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
like really cool, yeah. And King 9 too, let me use Art of War to come out to, which is
so cool.
great. Yeah, it was really cool.
You even have to license it for YouTube?
You have to get like permission and have like, you have to go back and forth like the label, and there are like these things you have to go through when you're putting it out that says it's okay from
We like have dealt with that with like skate videos to some degree, but I never know what because you could just put it, the people just upload songs with stuff on it. You're like,
it's
I don't
so
know.
fucked up how quickly you can get demonetized.
Oh,
Your shit can get taken down.
monetizing it. Yeah, the
that's
monetizing
the
is the
fucked
issue.
up
Yeah,
thing.
that
They'll
makes
take your
sense.
fucking money away. We're not getting demonetized, but we're getting kind of
Like limited ads.
limited. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't tell you why. They don't give you a reason.
And there's almost a vibe. If you ask, they'll be like, they'll
Well,
punish
fine,
you for
they'll
that.
take it away. Yeah.
They'll punish you for
apparently
asking.
you're not supposed to like cuss or mention
Like within the
certain-
first
Within
minutes,
the 10 minutes.
Yeah,
10
but it's
minutes
like,
of the podcast. Yeah.
we actually tried. Dude, we had Patrick and Eric from Worst Possible Timeline.
Yeah.
His podcast. We had them on the podcast, and we had just found this out, and that was the episode that we were like, all right, we have to like not cuss for the first 10 minutes, and all of us were like,
But why
fuck, don't hold me back. This is China's fault. And because they
why
are
don't you
taking
just
over
always
TikTok.
censor the
You can
first
always
10 minutes?
censor it, yeah. But
No, we're
dude,
not a censored.
But you know
we
what?
do not do that.
But
We
stop.
say
Don't
it.
act like. Don't act
But
like
you can't
the
have both.
What are you, my fucking manager that I say this to every day? And he says,
I don't.
okay.
I don't think there is that problem with censoring your podcast in the way that you're looking at it.
It's
like
also
some
not
sort
like
of
there's
fucking-
deep thoughts here. It's not censorship in the way that
Right.
matters.
You just go look for the first 10 minutes.
No. Listen, you lowbrow fucking dick. Okay. All right. Sorry, I didn't know you wanted to come on here and talk policy. Okay. All right.
I have
Wow.
concepts.
Well, you know,
This whole thing's.
we've got a few concepts.
But people get pissed.
I think
you know.
it's really frustrating because a part of speaking freely is if you cuss or if you say something that in this moment is funny, but someone can deem as wrong later or whatever, to penalize that is, I think, horseshit, because this is a comedy podcast. Everything we're saying is for the goal of humor and laughter. So,
All we're talking about is profanity. It's like little kid words.
but
Yeah.
that's the thing. And we shouldn't be penalized for it when there's legitimate videos all over YouTube of girls like showing their pussies or like
on YouTube.
his
there-
algorithm.
Yes. What
There
look
is,
it up.
there is,
Look it up.
there is,
You're
there
fucking-
is, there is. There's a
Dude.
whole fucking pedophile
And
ring.
Yes.
They
Dude,
they
it-
find videos,
Wait,
home
wait,
videos.
Wait.
Stop.
Get the fuck out of
Let me
here.
cook.
No,
Let me
no,
cook.
no.
Let me cook.
I'm getting excited.
They
Those
have-
videos.
I have the zoomies about this.
Okay, wait. But I don't know shit about what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't
And,
know.
and I don't want to go near it. And I don't want to go near it. I don't want to go near it.
Doth
Those
protest too
videos
much.
are not monetized. You are looking for
That's
money.
true.
They're not
That's
monetized.
true.
Yeah, they are.
They're monetized.
There's home videos
So
of
you
little
spend
girls.
time with these videos that you know that they're
I
monetized.
Have
Yeah.
done
The fuck's going
extensive
on?
research.
He goes, these fucking
I
ads,
have
man.
spent a lot of time. No, there's on Instagram even. There is
You sound like my dad. Like it was like
yeah.
no,
and your
no, no.
dad
Trust
brought
me.
a gun to a
Trust
show, and
me.
he sounds
Dude,
pretty fucking
trust me.
cool. Okay,
Sharia law is coming.
I wouldn't say that.
That's what you sound like right now.
Okay, but that's not funny because it's already here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think you guys.
which if you talk to these fucking yapping hens, it might be a good thing. Okay.
This
guy
is
puts
so
his
off
hat
the
backwards,
rails.
turns into a different person.
Okay.
What? Bring up your discrepancy.
It's saying like shit and piss is
Look,
not worth like for 10 minutes is not.
Well, you don't have to.
censorship.
You don't have to censor piss.
Yeah, that's
I think
not-
you guys are both right in the sense that it sucks that we have to live in this world that's so safe for children all of a sudden because we can't say fucking balls.
Well, it's
But
not
you're
even-
right because we can't say fucking ball. Like, it's, who gives a shit? We're not saying anything
I'm gonna
worth.
be honest. I kind of forgot what we were arguing.
I did too. Yeah.
let's just move on.
What I'm saying is there's a secret cabal, okay? And they want blood.
A YouTube
No.
cabal.
Huh?
A YouTube cabal.
Well, no.
It's a cabal of YouTubers.
It's what pisses me off
Been talking about.
is
It was Dr. Disrespect. He was there.
I don't know that guy.
Stevens.
You don't know Dr.
Wilson.
Disrespect?
No.
John Monopoly was there.
Who's
Is that a real
guy?
person?
Yeah, these are all guys.
I
that
know Dr. Disrespect, but I don't know
They're
any
all
of these other
YouTubers, I
guys.
think.
Yeah.
John Monop.
The Monopoly guy?
The Monopoly guy.
The little guy? The little guy with the board?
His name's John
Oh,
Monopoly.
that guy wants to do his own Park Place. Who's John Monopoly?
Dude, don't be.
Is
You're
he a bad-
asking the wrong questions. You got to follow the money.
Wow.
This is spooky.
I like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's follow the money
Not right now.
that they're not giving us.
I have a feeling
Because
he's a
we
horrible.
cut.
because you're
But
not
yet,
smart enough
for
to
s-
handle 10 minutes of not saying bad words.
Oh, I'm fucking smart enough. I just don't want to do it because
Okay,
when
wait.
I'm
Here,
down
I have
here-
an actual thought.
yeah. Okay,
on
let's be real.
profanity,
For
on
thoughts.
profanity.
Yes.
I hear myself use profanity on podcasts, and I'm like, I sound so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying so hard to not cuss,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm failing. I've said a lot of profanities on this very
Mhm.
podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll regret them later.
Mm. Oh,
I don't think I've
no
cursed once.
regrets.
Yeah, Will's he reads.
you've said three things. I say we treat this like an Oasis song and we don't look back in anger. Say it, and like a turkey cooker you sell at midnight on late night TV. Set it
Too
and
many.
forget it.
Too many. Too
What
many.
was that guy's name? Ron Popeil? Whatever. Anyway, I just think it's ridiculous that you're penalized for certain things, especially with the algorithm in terms of like your
Algorithms
clip
are screwed.
will completely fucking die if you mention a certain topic, you say a certain thing in your stand-up clip. So you then have to caption like you can't say sex, you have to spell it SEGGS.
TikTok
or say like unalive. If
Unalive,
you say
Yeah,
yeah.
on a line. It's
murder
like
or something like
this
that.
is clearly like I know I'm gonna
Brain
sound
rot.
like a fucking hack, but it's clearly 1984, like double speak crazy that we all just go along with this. and
cut
at the
to
same
people who have
time,
actual problems and like
Well,
that,
but that's
that
a-
literally
I know.
can't say anything.
I'm not saying it's a huge. I'm just saying it's an eye roll and it's annoying and it's stupid. And for anyone to go like, well, we have freedom of speech.
Well,
It's like, no, we don't.
It's annoying,
And that's
but
fine.
it's only the problem when you're looking to get paid. That's my only thing.
It's
like
annoying
like
when you
for-
want to get money.
Right.
yeah.
And guess what? I made this choice. I chose to get involved in this line of work. I didn't know it was going to turn out to be like this, so I shouldn't complain. I'm not like, woe is me, but I am saying it is
sponsors
frustrating
for
that
this
this is
podcast?
how what?
Do you have sponsors for the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Do you do ad read?
They don't
Dr.
care.
Disrespect.
They don't care if we
John
cuss.
Monopoly.
MyBookie.com. HelloFresh, by the way. Do you guys travel and it's probably hard to cook? You guys should.
Get it delivered to each hotel.
No, it's just frustrating to see how things have gone in terms of censorship, and it all serves these big corporations. And at the same time, we're all like kind of slowly just turning. Like I tried to do these clips on Instagram where it looked like 90s like skate videos
Yeah.
with like VHS, and Instagram, the algorithm like completely
Because
dinged
it's not
me
a phone clip.
because
Yeah.
it's low quality. It's this and
Yeah.
that. So it's anytime you try to go outside these like weird little guidelines, it's like, no, just be more like the same of everything else.
Yeah.
Shorten
Right.
this. And that's what's frustrating. That's what I find frustrating.
And then also, like, you do that and you're like, okay, can't beat them, I'll join them kind of thing. And then you get fucking people in the comments being like, why are you censoring the word white man or something like that?
Yeah, but then
Like,
it's like you then play the game and you still don't win, and you're like, well, I should have never done it anyway. It's
Yeah.
just frustrating.
Yeah, you feel like
I've gone through that with like feeling really demoralized by trying really hard on stuff and then being like, yeah, that we got like barely anything out of it. But at the end of the day, it's self-elected. So I just feel like self-elected things I just try not to complain about in ways where I'm like, oh yeah, I made a fool's errand for myself. It's no one else's fault that I made the fool's
I
errand.
chose all of this, and so I am aware that these are my choices, and I've got to navigate and change with the times. And I can find myself complaining sometimes, but it's like, what's the point? But it is also like with YouTube, like when people put out specials, it was like, this is a place
Yeah.
where a network isn't going to tell you what to do.
right.
You're going to get your thing out, say whatever you want. And then now it's like, well, you're not going to get boosted in the algorithm because you said this part in your set that was this. And it's like, well, I'm doing stand up to say what I want. I'm putting it
Yeah.
on your platform. And so that's what's frustrating.
I just think we're in a moment of change. What I will say this as well. I think too much content is about content creation now. So I try to like fuck that, like
Yeah.
that. Let's keep it invisible from the audience.
Yeah. Well, I
as
also
best as we
think
can.
trying to make so much content won't make you content. And guys, that's kind of the lesson that we take. Acuna!
I thought you were
Acuna,
Wait,
you
I
have,
thought
you
you
have
were
a minute to
clapping for
respond.
us.
I assumed it was for us.
Yeah, it was us. For
Oh,
us.
yes. Sorry.
Uh,
No, but at the end of the day, everything's amazing. Everything is wonderful.
Everything's terrible, but everything's getting better and worse.
I mean, everything sucks and we're all going to die, but in a way that's like wonderful.
what do you mean? Why is it wonderful?
Because if you know you're going to die, then why would you leave anything on the table? Why wouldn't you just do everything you want to do and fucking live?
The irony of saying, why would you leave anything on the table with the messiest table in the world?
They can't see the table, asshole.
Wait, this isn't set decoration? That's not even in the shot?
It's in the
is.
shot.
Some of it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in the shot.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate. So that's just a damn bitch. You live like this?
No, I don't live down here.
Seems
live
like
He
it.
just gets
Stairs.
molested down here.
No.
Look how fucking white my legs are.
That's because
Yeah.
I've never seen you in shorts.
Yeah.
You got to say things into
You
the
just
mic.
started wearing shorts, right?
Yes. Throw a curse word in there.
No, don't do it. Will. Don't do it. Will.
A cuss word, not what he is.
I never said cuss.
Mm.
It was always curse.
So am I come with you to the cellar tonight or what?
Yeah, you want to? That'd be
I'm
great.
ready. I'm ready. I tagged along with Chappelle Lacey for a night. I went to the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store with him. And it
Oh,
was
dude, that's
awesome.
the best.
It was very
Chappelle's
fun.
the fucking best, man.
I love him.
I love him so much. That must have been so fun.
It was, yeah. It was
Yeah.
sick. We went to Swingers beforand. And
That's
then,
the spot.
Yeah,
We
did
always
it.
go
We
to
did
Swingers.
We did with the whole West Hollywood night.
Yes.
It was cool.
Yes. Yeah. Come. We'll go to Baby's All Right. You guys will be done what time?
We're done by 10.
Amazing. I go on at 11.
Yeah, I looked at the lineup too.
Okay, cool. We'll be able to get there and then hang. We'll eat upstairs. And then,
What room are you in?
McDougal.
Nice.
You want to come? What are you doing?
I got a spot at New York Comedy Club on the Upper West Side at
What time?
8:30, but I can come by after.
All right.
Yeah, I
do
can come
that.
hang.
Yeah.
I wanna get some
that'll be
food.
really fun.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Do you get to do shit like that? Like when
No,
you're touring?
usually we're incredibly antisocial.
Yeah.
we don't even really hang out with the bands we tour with. Like we are, I don't know what's wrong with us. I listen to headphones almost the entire day. Like
Yeah.
so when we get off stage, I'll put headphones back on. And
Yeah.
Will is really antisocial. He doesn't even talk to us usually. And yeah, I don't know. We just Like we did this the tour with the Story So Far, and we didn't really hang out with them until the last day of the tour. We're like, this was awesome. Why didn't we do this every night?
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, see you never again. So
Do you what are you going to tour with Regional Justice Center, or what's going to
it's
happen?
gonna be
with
like a
that?
weekend model for
Gotcha.
RJC. It because
Okay.
that one's just like we're all very busy. So
Yeah.
because the record comes out next Friday.
The new record.
Yeah, then Freedom Sweet.
So you
Freedom.
put out those 3. What's it called?
Freedom Sweet Freedom.
Oh, must not be about shows on YouTube. Oh.
It's about how the only freedom is in death.
Yes, and that's what makes things wonderful,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
No,
I think it makes things bad.
you think?
I don't know.
I wish there were more freedom.
I have no answer. My whole thing is I don't got an answer.
I don't have an answer.
I think it makes things neutral.
Yeah, just embrace the ways you're not free and fucking move on.
And
See, yes,
and
I
in
said
a-
a cuss word again. God,
yeah, who's the fucking lowbrow moron now? Huh?
I know. I'm trying. I do. I think I sound lowbrow when I use profanities.
You don't.
I sound cool.
Yeah,
it sounds
do sound
very
cool.
cool.
I
you do sound cool.
Oh,
It sounds very
Can I
cool.
get a cig?
Let's get him a cigarette.
Oh, do you smoke down here?
Yeah,
Can we all just light up a cig?
Yeah, you want one? Where the hell they go?
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and be coughing like crazy.
You want one?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's have one. Yeah, and then we'll wrap up after we smoke 6 sags.
I'll take one. Why not?
Yes, the boys are back in town, and now, man,
Can you catch it in your mouth? Aren't you one of the? I can't do it.
All right.
That looks cool.
You acting like a walrus looked really. Oh! All right, if I do this, this is cool time in the basement.
Oh, sucks.
Yeah, that happened exactly as I thought it
Guys,
would.
am I cool? No.
I want to hit that metal one.
Yeah.
That ass.
Yes. God, I'm so happy right now. Whatchamacallit?
Look at this.
Right?
Looks natural.
You,
Do we
can I be
actually
honest?
anywhere?
You look like a natural cool guy. Don't put it in your ear on fire. Oh my God, you're going to light yourself on fire.
That would be a
I'm not
natural
actually
cool
gonna
guy
do
thing
this.
to do, though.
Smoke it. Have you ever smoked before?
You ever have one
Only
of?
when drunk.
You ever have one of
Only when
these
drunk.
before?
Yeah.
You know
You're
how to
sober,
use one
right?
of these?
How's it going?
It's great.
You like it?
Everything's a nightmare. No, it's better than it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Would you say
I-
it gets better?
of course.
Hmm.
But it's
Keep
like
working.
I-
It works if
it
you work.
works
it.
if you work it.
Yeah.
But
Is
you
that
got
a
to
real phrase?
KISS.
Yeah.
Keep it
Thing.
simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid.
I get to this place in sobriety where I am not complacent, but it's been over 9.5 years since my last drink, and the drinking wasn't the issue. The issue is me and the things that I would do and behave to lead me to a drink. And so I can see myself getting towards those things. I'm not going to pick up a drink, but I can see those old behaviors come back.
Yeah.
And that's what the struggle is. Instead of being like, I don't drink, everything's great. It's like, that's how it is for a little, but then you got to do some fucking work.
Yeah.
And that work is tough to do when part of your brain is like, yeah, but you haven't drank and the stuff's going to bring you a drink. You're going to drink again. So don't do the work, so it's this constant whatever. But I was in Delaware and I went back to the place where I went to like my first meeting ever. When I got out of rehab, and I went to that spot. It was like this meeting in the city. I went there the other day. And it was like, it's pretty cool to look at the passage of time and be like, whoa, like I never thought I would be sitting in a chair in this room and not feeling the way I felt when I was sitting in that chair in that room,
Yeah.
12 years ago. You know what I mean? So like that was a very nice thing that I had to go and see. And so that was really, really neat. And, it's like, dude, life is hell no matter what way you look at it, but it's pretty fucking mental to go through it without leaning on anything.
Yeah.
But I'm also a hypocrite because I'm on SSRIs. So
What is that?
I got by with a little help from my friend Zoloft, the Mictol Effexor.
Yeah, but Zoloft isn't like gonna make you, sleep outside.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm not gonna
like-
like take my Zoloft and then like get someone pregnant by accident, you know, or like I took my Lamictal, I woke up in the trash, you know. So, are you not drinking now?
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm not that far off
How are
of
you
it.
finding it?
Well, so this is weird. I was really miserable on the tour that we just did.
Mhm.
So I wanted to drink all the time. And now our shows are like my voice is sounding the way I want. And I'm just not unhappy. So I don't care about drinking at all.
Right.
Like it's not in my brain at all. So it's a really weird thing. But then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll try and drink to like reassess.
Right.
You know, like your brain goes through a lot of process. But then maybe that's just it trying to creep back in. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
but you're like, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Every time
I mean, the thing is, like, we live a life of where we're given alcohol for free every day.
It's hard.
So do we.
It's hard not to
comedians.
drink.
Yeah.
So do we.
Like I remember on our headliner, we all were like, we're not gonna drink for a week. I think him and Waylon
Yeah,
actually
Waylon
did
and
it.
I did it. Yeah.
But then,
Oh, cool.
then I get
Sucked.
to, I would, it'd be like load in would happen. And then it'd be like, oh, we got like 4 hours and nothing. I think I'm gonna start drinking.
Yeah.
But that's how you end up like drunk every day for 3 months. And
Totally.
I'm like, oh, okay, definitely don't want to do that anymore. But I don't know.
And you guys are like blowing up. Like things are going really well. Like a lot of
it never
wonderful.
feels. I feel
It
Dude,
doesn't
that's-
terrible on the inside.
That's
dude.
how it feels for us
terrible.
too.
Yeah.
It always you hear these things, you're like, what world are you living in? But you just gotta act as if and keep moving.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
People come up and they're like, I love what you're doing. You're blowing up. This is great. And you're like, I ate
Yeah.
Wendy's
Yeah,
at
the
1
only-
a.m. last night. I cried.
Yeah, at one point we had McDonald's 3 times in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing great.
It's like you know, like the only time like people say you're doing well is like when you're in an interview and you're like, yeah, I mean, and we are. It's like we realistically have not much to complain about besides the fact that we signed our own selves up, which when I say ourselves, I signed us up for more than we humanly should be doing.
Right.
And so our manager actually texted me the other day and he's like, yeah, my friend listened to a podcast and he said that you said I was trying to kill you. And I was like, did I say that? And he goes, you signed off on all of this. And I was like,
That's awesome.
I know that I did, but yeah, you know, like it just, I go to Europe. I don't sleep. I'll do one
That
day
was brutal.
acclimated and then the next day I'm back on US time.
Yeah.
And like it's just all shot. And it's
Yeah.
like, again, self-reflected, stupid, like whatever, my fault. But you're like, dude, I want to just relax.
Yeah.
It turned to like, oh, I'm only gonna drink on tour.
And then
We're on
that's all
tour
we do.
all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
So you end up, you're like,
Nonstop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And especially with like, well, you guys drive and take buses. So
we
like,
we don't take buses. We are
still vans.
too small way
Yeah.
too small for a bus.
yeah,
Mm.
passenger van.
We wanted to give away all the money that we could make. We could maybe be in a bandwagon, but I think we'd still be broke.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we fly everywhere, and it's like, you know, this drinking on a flight for me was always like
oh, dude,
Drinking on a flight. is
airports
so
for me were
fun.
a
Oh my
huge
God.
thing.
dude,
Oh,
one
yeah.
time I fucking went to the wrong airport. I went to LAX instead of my flight was out of Burbank.
Oh.
And
Oh,
I
no.
was so pumped. It was 6 a.m. I went to the wrong airport, still made it to Burbank in enough time to smash 2 double Bloody Marys at 7 a.m. to get on my flight.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is normal.
yeah.
Oh,
You know,
it's
yeah.
so fun.
Because like for a flight, you're like, this is dead time.
yeah.
This is like
what else
nothing.
am I gonna do?
There's
Also,
nothing else
there's
to do.
nothing entertaining about being at an airport. You don't I think everybody dreads even being there.
Yeah, but you change a time zone and you're like, oh, I've added time. I can drink more.
Yeah. So like
the drinking.
So like
didn't matter.
drinking there is like drinking
It
always
only
makes
works if you go west.
yeah. Well,
if
you're an alcoholic,
it's
you
like,
fucking
I
figure
somehow
it
have
out.
more time. Yeah, dude.
Losing the hours anyway.
And then
I-
being on a flight and being like, can I get 3 of those little fucking
Yeah,
liquor bottles and
yeah.
get blackout before we,
We
get
got
to
some
the
funny
bottom?
photos of the sheer amount of alcohol we've
Oh,
had
yeah.
on flights.
Well, the last time I kind of scared myself, I accidentally took 3 Xanax.
Accidentally, fucking asshole, dude. Fuck you.
What were they in
No.
cheese or something?
No.
Oh, I took no.
What was it in one of your famous
thought they were-
arepas?
He thought it was Tic Tacs.
You thought it was
Well, there was like 3 large men sitting next to me barefoot, and I was extremely uncomfortable. And I
On a
was like-
European flight.
I was sitting
Oh.
like this. I had 9 hours to go. I'm like, all right, take one Xanax. I'm like, let me get a couple of wines. I was like, I'm gonna take another Xanax, and then the third Xanax, I just.
Oh, he probably forgot about the first two.
You're like me, but with, you're like how I am, but with Blue Chews. Gas station boner bills. I'm like, one for you, one for me.
Goat cheese.
There's a barefoot guy next to me. I gotta take my Blue
Oh
Chew.
yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, I just woke up when we landed. Don't remember the flights.
Time traveled.
One of
Great.
our friends that we just toured with though was like, they did a flight and he drank too much with his Xanax and they couldn't get him up when they
Oh
landed.
God,
Oh yeah, he was rookie.
Oh
Good God.
Jesus.
that's
Yeah,
brutal.
it sucks because I don't drink anymore, but I still smoke weed, and I do not like being high on a flight. I love being
high on a flight
drunk.
is definitely. That's the only time I'm scared.
Yeah, it really is. Like if I get too high and I'm like the chair gets too small, and then I think about if somebody trips and falls and the whole plane goes down. You know what I mean?
That's not how it works.
But it could. If someone big
But
enough
it couldn't.
If somebody,
No, but it couldn't. So
all right, fine. When you guys are on a flight and someone trips and falls and the whole fucking thing goes down, I hope you're thinking of me before you make peace with your
Wow,
God.
look out for this new Boeing whistleblower.
yeah, the flight's actually the plane's got a problem with it. If you fall down,
yeah.
they fall down too.
It's very fragile. The whole flight is very fragile.
Yeah.
Smoking weed is interesting because I thought I needed it.
Mhm.
And then one day I just haven't
stopped
done
touching it.
I haven't
Really?
done it since. I used to think I needed to sleep. And then I
You're a drug
just
addict.
stopped doing it
Yeah.
one day.
I'm thinking about quitting. TBH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it, man.
I don't know. 'Cause
I really
I
don't.
need it
If-
to live.
I try not to be judgmental, but I really don't like weed. And it's just from my experience of like how it would make me and how I like would see.
Some people just doesn't get along with.
Yeah.
No.
What I like the ways in which that it other people don't like, where I have a working problem. Like I will work through the entire night. Like my brain kicks
Totally.
on when I'm
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't.
Yep.
I should
Yeah,
be
the
done with
minute
it.
your head hits the pillow.
And that's when weed. What
Yeah.
I have is I'm scared of what my day-to-day life is.
Mhm.
So I'm so scared that I can't look at my phone.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, there's someone wants something from me, or there's
Yeah.
gonna be an email there. So I'm like, oh, it's the
Yeah.
only time I can put my phone down is when I'm high
Smoking.
and be like,
Yeah.
Me
I gotta get the
too.
fuck
I
outta
feel that
here.
way. Like if I'm too high, or if I'm high looking at the phone, I'm like, I feel this energy of, I can't. I don't want to look at this.
I'd have to be on TikTok. That's like where I was,
Yeah,
I was
dude.
scrolling, and then I got really into like meat cooking videos. Like,
Oh, I love that.
you know, you find really neat and people living in their cars. I was
Yeah.
like, that's my niche.
They cook a slab of meat on like a
and
stump.
then it'd be like a Casey Rocket clip in the middle. you
Casey
know?
Rocket
yeah.
is so fucking funny.
When-
Oh yeah.
The first time I saw Casey Rocket, I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then as it was going on, I was like, no, wait, it's genius.
That's how people
Yeah.
feel about the podcast.
His podcast?
Just- what's that? Fuck you.
Also,
My-
I do think Casey Rocket is funny, but I thought you meant Casey Frey. You know that guy?
Oh, I love Casey Frey.
hilarious.
really
Casey Frey
funny.
is
Great.
awesome.
Casey Rocket is very funny, but
Casey Frey.
but I was thinking
Casey
about
Frey,
Casey
I'll
Frey.
rewatch those
Yeah,
old
he's
ones.
got he put up something recently where he's like he did the Jamaican accent or something. He's like,
Oh, I saw
we
that,
gotta
yeah.
talk about a lot of stuff in the world, and then he just did this reggaeton thing. It was so funny, man. I watched it so many times.
I've been in a rabbit hole of this guy Joey Bro.
Don't know.
Breaux. He's a truck driver from like Tennessee who sings karaoke in his living room, and he's always offbeat, and he has a terrible voice. But every time someone calls him out on it, he's like, "You're just jealous." And so dude, he has like perfectly coiffed hair, and it's just, and then he makes these like hater response videos of him like eating hard-boiled eggs and like flexing, and it's so bad. And dude, he like covered ZZ Top, and it's like the worst thing I've ever seen, but I can't stop watching him think he's great.
Mhm.
And I'm like obsessed with him. He's like,
That's what's fun about the internet right now. We critiqued it, but
Yes.
the fun thing is all these things that have found audiences that
Yeah.
make no sense.
Totally.
Like there is a subculture of people showing off the interior of their trucks as truck drivers.
Yeah, which is
like,
awesome.
and it's a huge it's a culture, you know, like
Yeah,
Dude,
I never
my-
even knew that about truck drivers. That like
Yeah,
I thought they were just in trucks.
like I got my PS5 in
Yeah,
here.
they have
I
like
got my
TVs
string
hanging up and
lights.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
the
it's
greatest
cool.
truck driver video I ever saw, and then we'll wrap up, is a truck driver filming himself going, I don't know how he got in here, but he's got to get out. And it was a turkey that flew into his truck, and he goes, go on, get, and he throws it out. And then the next cut is someone's dash cam of a turkey flying through their windshield. And then the next cut is a guy covered in blood and turkey feathers. And he goes, well, that just happened.
That is
Holy shit.
awesome. Dude,
Dude.
I was a truck driver for 2 years,
Shut up.
and
That's great.
I worked for my friend's dad's company. It was the most illegitimate thing. Like, we would have to do, our version of a long haul was like close to a 24-hour day. It would just be like going to Oregon or Idaho or Eastern Washington. We had to go in the middle of the night so that the scales would be closed because we'd always be overweight.
Right.
I was driving air brakes, which was illegal. As I was 18 years old, not even eligible to
Wow.
get a CDL, what you need to
Jesus
drive that.
Christ.
And one time I got in an accident, and I was driving in Seattle, and I really needed to pee. I was like really distracted, and I just learned stick shift. I was taught stick shift for 30 minutes and then told like, good luck.
Yeah.
dude.
And so I was like crying at intersections, like stalling it out, like so scared all the time.
Yeah.
So I go and I forget about clearances, but I need to pee really bad, so I'm really distracted. I have my pants undone to like
Yeah.
alleviate the pressure on my bladder, and I go to cut through an Arco parking lot, and I hit the overhang.
Oh, dude.
And I get stuck. I get wedged under the awning. And I thought I stalled it. I was so confused.
Oh, so you keep.
So I was like, what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck? And then there's a dude outside of the truck just screaming at me, the owner of the gas station. He was,
That's so scary.
and I'm like, just so confused because I thought I stalled it, but I'm like, wait, the truck's running. There's a guy yelling at me. I can't move the truck. The truck is stuck.
Yeah.
I get out. I forget my pants are undone.
Oh my god.
And so I'm like, and I look, and there's a barista stand at the corner of the parking lot, and there's a girl filming. And I was like, what? And I'm just getting screamed at by this dude. I had to let the air out of the tires to get the truck to go
Wow.
lower to back out. And then I get out, and I give the insurance information. The owner writes up a whole statement for me.
Yeah.
He's like, I admit that I fucked up.
Yeah.
Basically,
that
it's
I'm
like,
a dumb little boy.
yeah. And I was like, I'm not signing that.
Yeah, that's
Like, I come from a family of criminals. I
Yeah.
know not to admit to
Yeah.
anything. And he's like, all right, fine, I'm calling the cops. I was like, all right, cool. And then I'm like buying Starburst and like waiting for the cops to show up, and then filling my tires back up in the parking lot, like just waiting for the cops. Cops come and just let me go. But it was probably stepping out with undone pants as I'm wedged under an awning was probably the most humiliating moment of
Did
my
you
life.
did you have to pee that entire time?
Yeah. Did
Entire
you
time.
piss?
I ended up going into the I used the
Yeah.
as well. I was like, can I go to the bathroom?
Did you get a hold of the girl?
Because if
Did
you
you see the
sign this-
footage?
I know. I wish. I wish I would have asked.
Wouldn't that
for
be
it.
great if that
would've
was
been amazing.
unearthed?
It would be
Like you guys
I
should
should,
like
search,
NPR's
like,
Tiny
truck
Desk, and then the
driver
next day
again. Yeah.
it's like.
Well, that's the type of shit. Like, if ever we can do Nardwar, he'll be like, so I have this video.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Nardwar will find the girl that worked in
Dude,
the.
you
in
doing
the-
Nardwar and him showing you the clip of you like, I had to go to the bathroom. Help me. I'm
It'd
not
be-
signing nothing.
It would be so awesome to unearth. That would be.
Well, let's
I
fucking.
I hit a lot of stuff at that job. I was 18. I should not have been a truck
Yeah.
driver.
Oh my god.
Well, let's fucking end it there with a doot loot dude. You know, shout out Nardwar. Thank you guys so much for coming on the pod, Ian and Will. This is great. Tell everyone what you want them to get eyes on.
Regional Justice Center, Sweet Freedom, out September 20th, and we're on tour with Knocked Loose, The Garden, Drain, and Danny Brown
On a few dates.
next month.
Oh, that's awesome.
We dropped a song called "Thought You Were Waving." And-
Incredible song.
and,
Amazing song. That's like my entry point right now to get people into you guys. I
Hell
send
yeah.
them
I
that,
love
and then I
that
send
song.
them Do It Faster and a couple others.
Just the hits. We don't want them to listen to the rest of the stuff.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. What you put out in 2020, we'll kind of hide that, but
That was the pro-Trump material. We'll be in your town.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
love it. And where can they get tickets?
militarygun.com/tour.
Cool. Thanks.
Heck yeah, I got a special out on YouTube right now called Thin Lips. Please check that out. My own podcast called Sag Daddy Da Pod, and I will be in Seattle November 1st and 2nd.
Hell yeah. I am coming all over punchup.live/Ian FIDANCE. I am
Stole
gonna
that
be
from
in-
Tom Segura.
What?
Wasn't what his tour was called?
It's a website that comedians use.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like to get all your tour dates, you just sign up for like a mailing list.
Coming Everywhere is what it's called.
Oh no.
Oh,
That was just that's just
Oh, that was just me letting people know.
comingeverywhere.com. Yeah, it's this weird sexual.
yeah.
Makes comics do some weird shit.
Lowbrow,
I'm
yeah,
not
I
on
mean,
it. I'm not on it.
No.
I'm
My tour is
straight.
jizzing all over. I'll be jizzing in your town.
You like jizz?
I'm coming to Houston, Texas, Nashville, Greenville, South Carolina, Detroit, punchup.live/Ian FIDANCE. I got dates all through 2025. Wild, Happy, and Free is the special on the podcast YouTube page, patreon.com/BeInIanPod. Check Jordan out on the road. Her tickets just went on sale for the Gramercy Theater, Wilbur Theater, punchup.live/Jordan Jensen. And thank you, as always, for watching. We love you guys. This is great. Thank you so much.
Shout out to my friends Kevin and Miranda, who definitely will be watching this.
Yeah. Hey, see you later, Kevin and
Kev?
Miranda. Bye.